Celebrate Black History Month, we have to highlight one of the greatest civil and human rights icons ever known. We're looking at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s inspiring legacy and how it still resonates today. It's hard to overstate the impact Dr. Martin Luther King's life had on the country. This man marched through the South at a time when it could have easily turned fatal on behalf of equality. But how far have we come to realizing his dream? Let's look at the numbers. In 1964, when the Civil Rights Act was passed, there were 204,000 African-American students enrolled in college. That number is now 2.9 million, an increase of a lot. I'm a comic, not a mathematician. Now, the percentage of black voters has also risen from 1964, from 58.5% to 62%, higher than the national average of 56.5% of eligible voters. But it's not high enough in my opinion. People died for me to have access to this right, so even if I don't like either candidate, I look in the mirror, take a deep sigh of apathy, and then go to the polling place and do it for the culture. Now, black folks are still fighting an uphill battle when it comes to income. The average median income of black households is just $36,544, while the national average median income is over $55,000. Although either income level means you're probably living with a roommate in Washington, D.C. But the good news, since 1964, we've had 115 congressmen, 10 senators, a Supreme Court justice, a president, and February. So whatever your politics or perspective, we can undoubtedly say that the sacrifices Dr. King made on behalf of this country made it okay for us to even have this conversation. I know I won't deal with any attempts on my life like I probably would have in the 50s and 60s, unless you consider social media. Then, yeah. It was actually supposed to end with one host of Get Up DC, but I guess Rebecca cut that because it wasn't significant enough for her. Shout out Rebecca Nair for that. If you want to remember MLK, going to his memorial is always a great idea. All right, Get Up DC. It's 6